Are you serving on a board that took pride in negotiating the lowest possible management fee only to find yourself constantly fighting for decent service? We've seen it. When these mismatched relationships fall apart, everyone suffers. Homeowners, board members, and yes, the management company too. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be this way. It feels great to get that rock bottom management fee, right? But let's talk about what happens next. When you focus solely on price, you're often setting up your community for disappointment down the road. Many of us convince ourselves we're looking for value, when, if we're honest, we're really just focused on the bottom line. The problem is this approach rarely works out the way we hope. You lock in that low fee, but then expect service levels to go up over time. What usually happens instead? Disappointment, missed deadlines, and a revolving door of community managers. The reality is that when a management company can't make the numbers work, they'll assign less experienced staff to your account and spread their good people too thin. Before long, your community becomes known as the client that managers try to avoid. There's something that happens in these relationships, we'll call it the slow boil effect. Like that old story about the frog in gradually heating water, neither side notices things are getting worse until it's too late. Maybe you negotiated free copies in your contract and now you're printing everything possible to maximize that benefit. Or perhaps you started asking for hand-delivered board packets before meetings, something never mentioned in the original agreement. Some communities require their manager to walk their entire property weekly, checking hundreds of homes for violations. Or they request custom financial reports that have to be created manually because the system can't produce them automatically. Each request seems small on its own, but together they change the entire service equation. You might notice your community getting less attention as your manager scrambles to handle all these tasks, and eventually they may look for less demanding clients. So what should you really be asking? Not how can we pay less, but is this management company's standard approach actually a good fit for what our community needs? Without demanding tons of customization, do their normal systems align with your requirements? How can you tell when things are going south? Watch for the management carousel. Suddenly, your experienced manager leaves the company for some vague reason, replaced by someone obviously junior. When they struggle, they're replaced again. Each time you hear reassurances and promises while service keeps getting worse. Those fees in management proposals aren't random or padded. They reflect what it actually costs to provide service. When you push for big discounts, something's got to give. The company might try to make it work initially, but eventually reality catches up, and that's when you start seeing that revolving door of community managers, missed deadlines, and broken promises affecting everyone in your community. So what's the bottom line for your board? The selection process isn't just about getting the best price. It's about finding a management partner that truly fits with what your community needs. If you're already seeing red flags during the interview process, trust me, those issues will only get bigger once you're working together. Be honest with yourselves about whether their standard services actually meet your needs. If you find yourself thinking, we'll get them to change once they're on board, that's a warning sign. Either accept what they offer or keep looking. Remember, as volunteers, you'll end up spending most of your time dealing with relationship problems instead of improving your community. Choose wisely from the start, and you'll create a thriving community instead of endless headaches. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.